G'day, little ones. Gather round and let me tell you a ripper of a story from our people's history. I'm your old pop, and crikey, do I have a tale for you. It all started a long time ago, when our people were stuck in Egypt, working harder than a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad. The Pharaoh was a real drongo, making us build his fancy pyramids and whatnot. But then, God chose a bloke named Moses to lead us out. Talk about an underdog story. Now, Moses wasn't exactly keen on the job at first. He was more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. But God gave him a special staff and said, "She'll be right, mate. I've got your back." So Moses marched right up to Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh was stubborn as a mule. God decided to show off his power with some fair dinkum miracles. First up, he turned the river to blood. You should have seen the looks on the Egyptians' faces. They were more shocked than a possum in the headlights. Then came frogs, gnats, and flies. It was like a bad day at the zoo, I tell you. The frogs were everywhere, in their beds, their food, even in old Pharaoh's fancy hat. Next, all the animals got crook, and people broke out in painful boils. Not a good time to be Egyptian, eh? Then came hail the size of cricket balls, locusts that ate everything in sight, and darkness so thick you could cut it with a knife. But Pharaoh still wouldn't budge. He was more pig-headed than a wombat trying to fit through a rabbit hole. So God sent the final plague, the death of the firstborn. It was a sad night, but it had to be done. That did the trick. Pharaoh finally cried uncle and let us go. We packed up faster than a swagman running from the law and hit the road. But just as we thought we were home free, Pharaoh changed his mind faster than a kangaroo on a hot tin roof. He sent his army after us, and we were trapped between them and the Red Sea. We were more scared than a sheep at a barbecue, I tell ya. That's when God pulled out his ace in the hole. Moses raised his staff, and crikey, the sea split right down the middle. It was like someone had taken a giant potato peeler to the ocean. We walked through on dry land, while the Egyptians got washed away when they tried to follow. And that, my little Joeys, is how God saved our people and kept his promise. It just goes to show, when God's on your side, even the impossible becomes possible. So remember, no matter how tough things get, God's always got a plan. He's fair dinkum, that one. And that's the end of our walkabout through history. How's that for a true blue miracle? Now, who's up for some damper and Billy Tea while we talk about what we've learned? Remember, kids, trust in God, and he'll never let you down. That's the real treasure of this story.